Well, great to be back on pitch side. Lots to look forward to in today's play. There was an action-packed day yesterday, day one of this test match, and Pakistan were very much in the driver's seat with the kind of batting performances that we saw from them. They'll be looking to build on this total. South Africa will be looking to make some early inroads. With me, I've got Sean Pollock, and Ramiz Raja joins us on pitch side. A huge welcome to both of you. A huge welcome to Ramiz as well, because it's your first time here in this test match on pitch side. Ramiz, Pakistan, the happier camp yesterday overall?
Clearly, yes. I was expecting this pitch to be around a 250 target for Pakistan with the bat, because it had that abrasiveness, it had cracks and all, but they batted brilliantly. I thought those two partnerships really worked extremely well for them, and they had this positive intent as well to go with a game plan that worked extremely well.
Yeah, the game plan definitely worked well for them. In terms of South Africa, they had the best start that they could ask for, with Rabada making that key inroad at the top, but they couldn't really control the game.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, I mean, when you get put into the field, I think they've been very disappointed about not winning the toss. But to get a wicket in the third delivery, all of a sudden you buoyed and you think, okay. I think more importantly was when they had them 199 for 5, that they would have wanted just to force home that advantage and try and pick up another. Then you're into the bowlers and you can maybe limit the damage that was done. But now Pakistan in a wonderful position, 315. These two have played so well in this partnership. You do think that if they do some damage here this morning, it could be almost a case in point where South Africa have a lot of work to do. Anything over 350, 400, we would have thought on day one would have been a formidable total to get. But there was that brief little period with a score on 199, 3 wickets fell, and South Africa would have thought, okay, hold on, maybe we can turn this around.
Imam ul Haq was brilliant yesterday. You know, he's making a comeback, and we've seen how he scored runs in domestic and county as well. And he spoke about that in his interview yesterday as well, Ramiz, that, you know, it sort of helped him get that confidence. What did you make of his innings?
Yeah, I mean, there's no rustiness, and he looked to be in charge. And I like the way he approached the innings also, because when you're making a comeback, there's so many demons that work in the mind, and you don't know, what if I don't hit the target? What if I get out early? And I mean, the South African fielding was also a bit off. I mean, they dropped 4 catches, and that allowed Pakistan breathe in period. They came back strongly. But I mean, this was really special from him, because he had a game plan. He plays spin extremely well, so that's an added bonus for Pakistan. As an opener, you want openers to feed off fast bowling, but also to be well equipped to play spin on spinning tracks. And I think that is where he gained Pakistan a huge advantage.
Absolutely, it was a great performance by him, but he was really well supported by Shan Masood. And we've spoken about how he sort of struggled for runs at the top order, but he did really well yesterday. He
did brilliantly, yeah. I mean, we mentioned in the show last night that it's such a surprise that he averages just over 30, because he's a better cricketer than that. I mean, he showed it. He was at the crease early. You win the toss as captain, you decide to have a bat first, next thing third delivery, you've got to come to the crease. So the way he mixed it up, I thought he looked so controlled. He played the spinners well, and initially when they came on, the spinners, he was the one who took the attack to them, said, hey, you're not going to just settle into your lines and lengths. I'm going to put you under pressure. I'm going to reverse sweep you. And he kind of set the tone for the team for the rest of the day. So I thought that performance, I think both of them will be disappointed they didn't go and get a big score, because they'd kind of done all the hard work, and you felt like they were really settled in. That partnership had built. One of them should have got 100.
So Zen, a couple of things can happen to you if you're asked to lead a side. You can subside as an individual, or you can rise your, or raise your game. And I think Shan Masood's batting and his overall, cricket has improved dramatically ever since he's become Pakistan's leader. That series win against England has given him a lot of hope, and now he looks a confident player. I think the numbers will improve.
I mean, when you're able to score runs, Polly, it always helps your captaincy and leadership as well. Leading from the front, it does help your game overall.
It does. I mean, from my side, I was an all-rounder, so I kind of had a chance to maybe get some runs or take some wickets and influence things and try and lead from that perspective. He's only got the one discipline, so there's almost more pressure on his shoulders. But as Ramiz said, he's taken on that responsibility, and he's almost grown with the role of being captain. And there's nothing better. You win the toss, first of all, you go back to the dressing room, it's high-fives all around, and you've got them and batting first of all. And then secondly, you get to the crease, you lost an early wicket, you calm the nerves down, and you get involved and get a score. So, I mean, from a captaincy perspective, that was perfect. Now he can just focus on what he has to do from a field setting position, which bowlers to come in, and he's kind of set the test match up because of his individual skills being good as well.
Yeah, one hopes that he can continue his form with the bat as well. Now, we saw that yesterday the pitch was obviously on the drier side, but largely good for batting. How is it going to fare today? Let's find out from Amir Suhail.
Yeah, Zainab, you're right. It's not a typical Gaddafi Stadium pitch. It's bone dry, it's abrasive in nature, the cracks are visible. But having a look at this pitch on day 2, it gives you a feel of day 5. The reason why I say that, the cracks are opening up, the top is crumbling, and I think this is going to offer more to the spinners, which means more challenges for the batsmen to deal with. And one thing I have to say here, the spinners, they have to bowl at the right pace to be able to bring an impression on the batters. I think between 90 kilometers per hour is the way to go for the spinners.
All right, what we heard from Amir Suhail, Ramiz, that it looks like a day 5 pitch.
I mean, it's difficult to read this pitch, by the way, because so much of work has been done on it, and it's not your typical Gaddafi Stadium pitch. So I don't know whether extra bit of rolling will help to minimize the damage or whether it'll further inflame the surface. So jury, I think, is still out, but yes, I mean, it looks crumbly, the cracks, and I'm sure with the sun out, they'll open up as well.
What I would say is, when we've come here and played myself, these are some of the best batting surfaces you could ever hope to play on. I mean, they were flat roads. But you can see from the example out there to this morning when we had a look is that the spinners have left little marks, even from when the ball's pitched on the hard part of the surface. It's just made a little bit of bruising, which means that it's just a little more abrasive and it's gripping in the pitch. So plenty for the spinners to work with. I'm fascinated to see how Pakistan will go about their business, both their fast bowlers and their spinners. And South Africa will be able to apply themselves once they've got rid of these another 5 wickets.
Well, one guy who weathered that challenge yesterday in these conditions was Mohammad Rizwan. Often, a lot has been spoken about his form, but generally we've seen in Test cricket, he's quite the fighter. Time to hear his thoughts now.
Last championships का जो सर्कल था उसमें हमारे पास अच्छे अचीवमेंट्स थे जिस तरह इंग्लैंड को यहाँ पे पाकिस्तान में उस टाइम सीरीज जीती अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और वो तो चैंपियन ही है वो चैंपियन होके आए हुए तो एटलीस्ट उन पे इस चीज़ का होगा थोड़ा सा प्रेशर अपने टाइटल को डिफेंड करने का एक मैच लेके जाने का क्योंकि एक 2 साल का प्रोसेस है तो ऑब्वियसली उन पे भी है और ये भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए कि हमारे भी होम कंडीशंस है हमारे भी एक्सपेक्टेशन हमारे से यहाँ पे लोगों के अच्छे हैं और मगर माशाल्लाह उम्मीद है कि एक जो सीरीज होगी काफ़ी मज़े वाली सीरीज होगी इंशाल्लाह पर्सनली देखिए मैं इस चीज़ पे बिलीव करता हूँ कि जो कंडीशन आप किसी और के लिए बनाते हो आपके लिए भी चैलेंजिंग ही होते हैं कभी भी ऐसे नहीं होता कि जब आप अवे जाते हैं तो हाँ या बस थोड़ा सा बाउंस का फ़र्क होता है हमेशा से क्योंकि उनकी लो बाउंस और हमारे लिए मतलब हाई बाउंस इसका फ़र्क होता है हमेशा से और ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम करता है जैसे बैट्समैन आपको इसको ही इसका कोई सोल्यूशन निकालना पड़ता है अदरवाइज आप स्पिन ट्रैक बनाते हैं तो आपके लिए भी स्पिन ट्रैक होता है आप स्विंग वाली ट्रैक बनाते हैं तो उनके आप लोगों के लिए भी मतलब जैसे वो बनाते हो हमारे लिए भी हम जैसे बने उनके लिए भी है तो देखिए हमारी बैट्समैनों के हम अक्सर आपस में बात करते रहते हैं कि जैसे पाकिस्तान में ट्रैक बन रहा है तो सबके सामने है कि ये 180, 190, 200 का ही है तो जितने बैट्समैन हम समझ रहे थे कि यार टेस्ट क्रिकेट में हमारे पहले देखा जाता था तो 400, 500 रन होते थे तो अभी फौरन एक स्पिन ट्रैक पे आपके ऑब्वियसली आपके बैट्समैनों और मुखालिफिन जो मुखालिफ बैट्समैन है ऑब्वियसली उनका जो टारगेट है वो नीचे आएगा तो बैट्समैन उससे स्ट्रगल करते हैं और ये लगने में तो अजीब ही लगता है क्योंकि आपके 4, 5, 6 इनिंग्स चले जाते हैं क्योंकि डिफिकल्ट कंडीशन डिफिकल्ट ट्रैक्स आप बनाते हैं तो बहरहाल अगर आप एज ए बैट्समैन अपने आप को माइनस करें निकाल दिया अपने आप को टीम गोल में देखा जाए तो इस चीज़ पे फिर ज़्यादा खुशी होती है जब आप कोई चीज़ अचीव कर रहे हैं जैसे स्पेशली हमने इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ किया देखिए स्पिन ट्रैक हमेशा से ऐसा नहीं होता कि सिर्फ वो स्पिन ही के लिए सपोर्ट करता है क्योंकि अगर वहाँ पे उनके पैचेस हार्ड हो गए तो उस पर सीम भी होता है ये नहीं कि सिर्फ स्पिनर के लिए मुश्किल होता है अगर आप देख लें इंग्लैंड के फास्ट बॉलर्स ने यहाँ पे आउट किए हैं या आप लास्ट सीरीज में देख लें उनके इंडीज के कुछ फास्ट बॉलर्स ने भी कुछ ना कुछ आउट किए या हमारे फास्ट बॉलर्स भी कभी कभार आप देख लें कभी बिल्कुल लेस टाइम के लिए आ जाते हैं कोई ना कोई विकेट दे के चले जाते हैं तो ये कि ये सिर्फ नहीं कि स्पिन ट्रैक बनेगा तो स्पिनर के लिए ही डिफिकल्ट होगा उसमें सम टाइम वो फास्ट बॉलर की सीम शुरू होता है जब वो पैचेस बिल्कुल हार्ड हो जाते हैं मेरा पहले ही टेस्ट मैच था जिसमें पहली बॉल पे मैं आउट हुआ था वो कभी भूला नहीं जाता और क्योंकि बहुत टाइम बाद ना उसका क्या कहते हैं टाइम बाद मुझे मौका मिला था लंबा अरसा मैंने उसके लिए वेट किया था और जब मौका मिला तो पहले ही बॉल में उसने बाउंसर किया। और हालांकि इस मैच से पहले ही न्यूजीलैंड ने हमारे बैट्समैनों को बाउंसर पे ही थोड़े से आउट किए थे। तो मिकी आर्थर ने मुझसे पूछा भी था, गन फ्लावर ने बैटिंग कोच, उसने कहा था कि रिजवान अगर वो बाउंसर करेंगे, मैं क्या बाउंसर तो मैं छोड़ता नहीं किसी हाल में भी, वो पहला करे या आखिरी करे, मैं तो खेलने जाऊंगा ही जाऊँगा। पर वो मेरी लक ऐसी थी क्योंकि वो नॉट टॉप एज था ना इनसाइड एज, तो बिल्कुल मिडल ही हुआ है जाके बाउंड्री पे कैच हुआ है। तो ये है कि कुछ चीज़ें आपके हाथ में ऐसी नहीं होती, मगर आप उसके लिए सोचते हो, फिर बाद में भी ना आप रियलाइज करते हैं कि यार वो शायद इतना लंबे अरसे बाद मुझे मौका मिला, और वो भी फिर शायद अल्लाह ने यही किस्मत में लिखा था कि मेरा इम्तिहान था। तो वह थोड़ा सा ये है कि उससे बहुत कुछ सीखा भी है, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वो थोड़ा सा ज़हन में रहता है।
Well, he certainly got a lot of grit and character about the way he goes about his game, and one can hope that he can convert his score into a big one. Take a short break. Catch you guys just in a bit.